Some new developments after an off-duty Customs and Border Protection officer is shot in the face in New York City. Police saying two men ambushed that officer in what appears to be an attempted robbery. NewsNation's Allie Bradley is live for us in Del Rio, Texas, with the very latest. And Allie, we just heard more from the Department of Homeland Security.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Nichole. We just learned that two are now in custody for shooting and attempting to rob that off-duty CBP officer in New York City on Saturday night. So we just heard from DHS Secretary Kristi Noem moments ago saying that that second individual was arrested early this morning by ICE. Now, both suspects are here illegally, both from the Dominican Republic, according to the agency. Now, Christian Berroa, he was arrested early this morning. DHS saying he entered the country illegally in 2022 under the Biden administration and had a final order of removal in 2023 by an immigration judge. He has a criminal record in New York City, including reckless endangerment and larceny because of the sanctuary policies in the state. He was released before ICE could get him off the streets. Then there's Miguel Francisco Mora Nunez. He's a suspected shooter and his partner in crime in this whole incident. He has extensive criminal history and an active kidnapping warrant out of Massachusetts. Now, take a look here at this history. It's pretty dangerous. Mora Nunez came into the country in April of 23 through Arizona, and this was a notice to appear was given to him for a court date. So his due process was taking place, but he didn't show up for that court appearance. And then in November, he got a deportation order. He was arrested 3 weeks later for auto protection violation. The judge, though, wasn't allowed to detain him because of that sanctuary city status. And then from there, he got let out. He did an armed robbery in December in the Bronx, and he stabbed someone in January, also in the Bronx. Then he heads over to Massachusetts. He robs a pawn store of a lot of guns. Saturday night, he goes into a park. He's the person of interest 5 minutes earlier, robbing someone of their cell phone. So video released by DHS shows the altercation involving that off-duty CBP officer. The suspects roll up on a moped. One of them gets off, approaches that officer, and fires. Officials say the officer managed to return fire, hitting one of the suspects in the chest. Take a listen to Secretary Noem just moments ago.
This individual had been arrested 4 different times before this act happened on Saturday night. Arrested and released again and again and again. And what did we think was going to happen from policies like that? When you take a dangerous individual and you allow them to never face any consequences for the acts that they're perpetuating against the public, and then you end up in a situation that could have been prevented.
Now, we also heard from CBP Commissioner Rodney Scott, who praised the off-duty officer, calling him a hero, saying that he displayed extraordinary courage by being able to fire back, Nichole, even after he was shot in the face and the arm.
Shot Nichole. In the face. Allie, how is that injured officer doing?
Yeah, so right now he is in the hospital. He's recovering. I just heard from the border czar, Tom Homeland, who tells me that he did visit him in the hospital last night. He wasn't able to have a conversation, though, because he was sedated. So what we've also learned here is officials say that this officer has not undergone surgery yet with his face because the bullet is still lodged in there because his face is just too swollen in order for them to perform that surgery. So he is in that kind of stable condition as he recovers, but it does look like a pretty long road ahead of him. And this all comes as DHS is reporting an 830% increase when it comes to acts of violence against agents and officers when compared to this time last year. The secretary calling on lawmakers and officials to tone down their rhetoric, saying that that rhetoric is causing this violence, and we're going to see more of this happening if that rhetoric isn't toned down. Now, NYPD is leading this investigation right now. President Trump already weighing in as well, slamming the Biden administration for the releases, because remember, both of these individuals were encountered at the southern border, one under the Biden administration, and both were subsequently released.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.